My daughter wants to put me in a nursing home and take my money, but I refused. I give her everything in life. Now I gave her the biggest lesson ever. Let me tell you about my daughter who has seemingly lost her mind. She thinks just because I'm 90, I should be shipped off to some nursing home like an old piece of furniture. I have my own home. I still got plenty of life left in me. So, I told her straight up, if you don't want to take care of me, I'll take care of myself. I've got my savings, and I'll use them to hire a caregiver and stay right here in my own house. Well, that made her more mad than a wet cat. Turns out she was banking on getting her hands on my money. Now she's throwing a fit, because her little plan ain't gonna work. It has been more than a month that she hasn't visited or called, and she made sure to tell me to not bother her until I am ready to take to a nursing home. Imagine being 90 and having just one daughter. These days I keep thinking how God never gave me a son, or another daughter. Someone who would give some love to me. I think Anne, my daughter, takes things for granted, so instead of her calling I called, and then I gave her the biggest lesson in her life. You won't believe what I did to her. I know it is my own daughter, but after we spoke I invited her to urgently come as there are some big developments regarding my money. Not even the next day, the very same night she shows up, but she wasn't ready for what was coming to her. She comes in all confident and bossy, but what she saw made her eyes widened up, and she was pale as a ghost. There, in the living room, stood a lawyer and my new caregiver, Mrs. Thompson, a kind-hearted woman with a sturdy resolve. Anne's confident smirk faded quickly as the reality of the situation hit her. She had expected to find me weak and desperate, but instead, she found me stronger than ever, standing my ground. The lawyer began to speak. Anne, your mother has decided to take control of her assets and well-being. She has legally assigned her savings and property to be managed by a trust, with clear instructions that ensure her comfort and care without interference. Anne's face turned red with anger. This is absurd. You can't do this to me, Mother. I looked her straight in the eye and said, I can and I have. You wanted to throw me away and take my money. Now you'll get nothing until I pass, and even then, it'll be on my terms. The shock and disbelief on Anne's face were priceless. She tried to argue, but the lawyer calmly explained that everything was legally sound and unchangeable. Anne stormed out, slamming the door behind her. For the first time in years, I felt a sense of peace and control over my life. Mrs. Thompson helped me to my favorite chair, and we sat down to have tea. I knew I had done the right thing. My daughter needed to learn that love and respect cannot be bought or coerced. They have to be earned and cherished. As I sit here today, sipping my tea and watching the sunset, I am grateful for the strength I found within myself. I may be 90, but I am still capable of making my own decisions and living my life on my terms. Anne and I have found a new understanding, and my home is once again filled with love and respect. This experience has taught me that it's never too late to stand up for yourself, to demand the respect you deserve, and to teach those around you the true meaning of love and family.